Video I'm gonna explain how to do sequence, station sequence, a very simple way to do station sequence or sequence station. For example, if you're going to drive between one city and another and you have to go through different cities, so you don't have to define every single city as a station, saying the route is from one station to another. I will show it to you in these very simple steps. But before I start, please subscribe to my channel as it motivates me to do more videos. If you have any question, please leave a comment under the video. So we open Arena and we need basic process, so create. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. So we have create flow of cars. Okay, so 1 every 3 minutes. Random expos mean like 1 every 3 minutes on average. So we have cars. This is to start with. So we have the first station is Beirut, and Beirut station, and so we're gonna assign so this is assign first trajectory of the roads, and so this is attribute entity sequence first trajectory. I'll show it to you in a second. And then we have the route. So I'm gonna define the following. We have station, so this is Journey, station, duplicate. We have Biblos, so this is Biblos station, and we have Tripoli and Tripoli station. So therefore we have like 3 stations on the road as it is, and the next step is to define the sequence of station, because you could see here we have 3 stations as it says here. We have to define the sequence. Sequence is first, it's same name as this one, which is first trajectory, and so the station name is Biblos, Journey, and Tripoli as in our sequence of data. So we have 3 rows. So we have so we have 3 rows, and we need to close this. This is a sequence as it is. So we start by defining the route. So route 1 and route from Beirut to Journey, and destination type just by sequence. So this is enough to write this. Duplicate this one will be from June to B plus, and we need the time 3 hours, and from B plus to Tripoli, another 3 hours, and here 3 hours, and the final step would be to dispose. Okay, so this is the first video how to do a small sequence, very straightforward sequence, and we're gonna demonstrate this by animation. In order to have a look how to do two trajectory when you get to one point, how to go to separate ways, just have a look at the second video. Have a look at the second video. The link will be available in the box below. So I'm gonna animate this. So we have Beirut. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So my computer is a little bit slow today, very slow. So this is Beirut. So duplicate June. And Tripoli. So we have to start with Beirut. I'm gonna do the same one. June. It's very easy step to do the sequence, and it saves a lot of time instead of doing from one station to another. Sequence just follows all the way down as it is, and this one will be Tripoli. So I'm gonna connect this to this, and another one from here to here, and from B plus all the way to Tripoli. And we're gonna save this. If you run it, so I'm gonna change the layout a little bit because it does not go properly. So just and it's like a road, same color. Rotate and flip. If we come to the basic process entity, we need the car. So the entity picture van. I'm gonna just run it to see how does it look like. So it's starting from B plus and it's going toward. So let's see what's the problem. So I'm gonna stop it for a sec. So we've drawn that line from Beirut to Tripoli, so we need to just update this trajectory just to include all the stations. So we have the last one is Tripoli, the one before is B plus, the one before that is June, and the first one would be Beirut station. So I'm gonna close this, save, and just run it to see if it works. So we still got like June as the first station, so I'm gonna update this just to see from Beirut to June, if this is from June to B plus, and this is like the sequence we have here is Beirut station, June station, B plus station, and Tripoli station. So this is Beirut station as it is, so this is all correct. I just need to double check a few things before we finalize the work. And so this is destination type by sequence, and so here assign all this one to this sequence, which is entity sequence first trajectory, and the sequence we have here is first trajectory Beirut. So we're gonna finalize this. Let's run it again to see what's the problem. So we have they're coming from Juni and then all the way to Tripoli. Just make sure that it started from Beirut. What I did here, I've deleted Beirut and I kept Juni, Byblos and Tripoli as like one way, so we could see it here working properly. It goes from Juni, Byblos and Tripoli. Just watch the second video as we're gonna do the second ways as going back from Tripoli to Juni, but instead of the animation to put more than one station on the animation as we used to do before. So we'll be happy just with those ones here written on this. So just see the second